Boiled plantain with baked chicken. This is frozen chicken, right? So what I'm going to do, I already have 2 pots up that is heating. Smaller one is for the chicken, the bigger one is for the plantain, right? So for the one for the chicken now, you're going to add a teaspoon of all of this: cayenne pepper, paprika, meat tenderizer, and some black pepper into your pot. So as it's boiled, it will actually absorb the flavor. Okay, once you've done that, then you're going to add your chicken. So paprika, add a little bit of your black pepper, and you could add a pinch of salt, or a teaspoon of salt really. Don't forget your meat tenderizer, right? Once you've added all of that, now I won't add any meat tenderizer because when I pre-seasoned my chicken, I already added that, right? But if you haven't, you should. Now I'm going to place my frozen chicken into the water. I'll leave that and let it boil for at least 20 minutes. Right? Now for my plantain, I'm going to place the whole thing, it's already been washed, into the pot. I'll leave that there and let that also cook for around 15 minutes. If it's too big, just like this, you can cut it in half. Right? So I think I'll have to cut this in half. Yeah. That will cook faster and the whole thing will be cooked really good. And once you cut it in half, you may add it in. You don't need to add anything extra because it's just the boiled plantain. The plantains in half, and now I'm leaving it there to let it boil for at least 20 to 30 minutes. Or when you think that you can use a fork, and when it's the fork actually could go through, you know it's done. Like 25 minutes left. Well, went I should say. And chicken seems fairly done, right? And so is the plantain, right? So, oh yes it is. So I'm going to take off my plantain, drain this and let this cool. And this is optional. You can make it like a chow. So what I usually do, I'll cut up some shadon benni, some peppers, salt and black pepper, mix it up once I cut it into slices, and that's how I'm going to eat this, right? So I'll take out a photo after when I'm finished. This now, however, I'm going to lock this off, also drain this, and I'm going to season this to put this to bake, right? And to season my stuff now, I'm going to use like 6 leaves of bandania, 1 whole pepper, 2 pimentos, half of a small onion, 2 green of garlic. I'm going to blend this up right inside here. And then I'm going to season my plantains and my chicken. So this is supposed to be enough for all, right? And I'll be back to show you. Right, so here we're back now. So I have my seasoning blended, I have my few pieces of chicken, and I have my chopped up plantain. Now you can fry this thing, but if you're frying this, use like a tablespoon of olive oil when you're frying it because it's already soft. If it says you're deep frying it, without boiling it, use about a half cup, right? And at least cut it flat in slices, well not like this, horizontal, vertically. So yeah, right. Then I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt, a little bit of my black pepper, and then I'm going to take a little bit of this seasoning here that I've blended and add it in there. And just mix this thing up lightly because it's already soft, so it's easy to mash. And voila, you've got your plantains. Obviously it needs mixing more, but you have an idea what I'm doing. You could even like mix it like this and then fry it up. It's fine. You could use your water seasoning, and that's fine as well, right? So we're done with this plantain here. Now to deal with this chicken, now what I usually use, I use the sweet honey, sometimes liberties, and obviously ketchup. So what I'm going to do is going to throw in the seasoning inside here last, right? Because I want the seasoning to stick in on the chicken. So I'm going to put at least a tablespoon of ketchup and a tablespoon of this barbecue sauce. Right. And then I'm going to add some salt for taste, black pepper, and throw in the rest of the seasoning there, and a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, or you could put paprika or even chilli. Right, now usually I put cheese in this if I wanted a little cheesy, a nice cheesy flavor. So you could like grate at least a half cup of cheese and throw this in the mixture before you baking it. But today I'm trying to eat a little healthy, so I'm not going to put this cheese, right? But that is an option that you do have, and trust me, it tastes like really delightful. I'm going to mix this all up. It has a really nice smell. There we go. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to put this in a foil paper and sprinkle some oil on that foil paper, wrap it up, put it in a pan, and put it to bake for at least 30 minutes in a 356 Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. Right, so here we are. I just put my foil in my frying pan. So I'm going to put at least a tablespoon of vegetable oil, and let's say half a tablespoon. I'm going to try and grease the bottom of here. Okay. And then once I'm finished, I'm going to just dump in my chicken and try and scrape out all the sauces from inside here. So just give me a minute. And once I'm done that, now I'm just going to like close it in here and leave just a little space just for the heat to come in. And I'm going to put this to bake for at least 20 to 30 minutes. So check me back within 20 to 30 minutes. 25 minutes. So now I'm going to check our chicken. There we go. So it's a bit hot, so be real careful when you're opening this, especially since it is a little hole. There we are. Voila, it is finished. Wow, I sound like Jesus there.